Hi everyone. A moment to catch. Uh, I'm still in PJs. I pulled the shirt on because I'm freezing and I'm in crazy sensory overload right now and need to share that with you. I'd say I don't know what's going on, but I would assume that I'm in sensory overload so bad right now because of yesterday. I'm not going to go into details from yesterday. You could just watch yesterday's vlog. But this is the realness of what I do to share because I have so much experience with sensory overload from dealing with kids with sensory overload from like teaching and whatever, especially sensory or special ed kids. And I have a huge bag of tricks, but when it's happening to you, it's like you can't think enough when you're in that mode of what to do. So I assume that my sensory overload is based on all the hubbub from yesterday. From the touching, from the ultrasound, from the triggers of having the glue removed from my my incision site. There was just a lot of triggers yesterday, like emotional triggers, but then the physicality of yesterday, I think it's what's causing all this shit right now. Oh my God, I have this like brush and it's a hard bristly brush and it's the only thing I found to actually somewhat quell what I'm feeling right now. And I'm rocking like, I'm rocking and I know it will go away, but I've been this way and it's been getting progressively worse because I think my body hasn't found the sensory thing it needs to make it stop. Anyway, yesterday, again, I think it's the poking and the prodding on my boobs of the ultrasound, and again, because I'm numb here, so I couldn't feel it yesterday. But even though you have that friggin' cuckoo clock, oh my God, I have to shut. Hold on a second. I can't. Everything is annoying the living crap out of me. You need to be quiet. Oh. It's like every time I vlog, the cuckoo clock goes off. And look at my PJ pants. They haven't changed yet. Do you see them? It says crabby in the morning. I mean, yes, I'm not a morning person, but this is like out of control. So all the sensory from yesterday, the poking and the prodding with the, oh my God, that had to shut off. I just want to punch a wall right now. I want to punch a wall so hard, and I'm not going to because I like my walls. Yesterday, the poking and the prodding of my boobs, the news of everything, of learning more about what's going on inside of me. I Dunkin' Donuts coffee is like the worst on my stomach, but my stomach has not been cooperative for like the past week. I don't know why all of a sudden, but my GI system has gone into like, let's drive 10 miles an hour mode, which is not working for me. So that's why I get Dunkin' Donuts iced coffee. Say to my GI system, like, what? We don't like that. And I'm like, screw you. I know you don't like that, but we need to get up and functioning. And then I picked up the tamoxifen last night, and that was really, like I picked it up to have ownership and to have it in my hands. I'm not going to take it until I talk to the oncology nurse, which is going to be on Wednesday. But I know that I'm strong, but then apparently I don't know enough when I push it. And I really pushed it yesterday. And I saw I saw lots of human beings yesterday that I know. And part of it is the pandemic too, where you don't know how to socialize with people. You don't know what to say because you haven't been around people for so long. This is crazy. It's like I don't even know the right sensory thing to make it all freaking go away. So there's just a lot. Yesterday and last night, I woke up in the middle of the night again. There was something with because I have to change the Aquaphor and the pads on my breasts from where the scarring is a little inflamed. Oh, and when I woke up, so those absorbent pads are pretty big, And I had one like on my right side, and it was a little too big because it was like rubbing up against my armpit. So I folded it over, thinking that would be like a smart thing to do. In hindsight, it was not a smart thing to do, because when I woke up at like 3 or whatever it was and went in the bathroom, I saw that it was like almost like blue, because me folding it up was too much pressure on my implant or skin or whatever, and it was turning it blue, and I'm like, ugh! So I cut the absorbent pads in half, like horizontal wise, so that they're just over the scar, not over the rest of the boob. They do leave like folded marks. Oh, I'm like making marks on my hand, and I don't want that. So you know, like when you get mosquito bites and you just want to like scratch them to make them feel better, but you know that that's worse because they could get infected. And there's a thing with your body where you can't feel, like when you have a mosquito bite, it can't itch and hurt at the same time. It's something with senses with your body. And that's how I feel right now. It's that feeling of having like an army of ants, a large army of ants. Like the whole military of ants right now is like crawling inside of my body, and they're inside, and there's nothing I can do about it. False. There are things I could do about it. I just can't think of what to do about it. And I don't want them there, and I want them to go away. And I don't know the best way of getting that feeling to go away. And that feeling is all nerves. Oh, I'm also not on the gabapentin anymore. Huh, just realized that. That's interesting. So this shit doesn't go away. I need to call. Oh, it's such a horrible feeling because you have no control. If this doesn't go away by tomorrow, or say by Monday, well, tomorrow, what am I thinking? It's 11 o'clock in the morning, and I've been like this since I got up. And I can't be like this all day long. I am doing things to distract me. But if this is from like the nerve stuff and the gabapentin, maybe I just need to be on it a little bit longer. I'm not a medicine person. It's not just about like take a pill to fix your problems. But I can't function like this. And yeah, this is like I had a really good like 3 days. And then people are like, oh, you look so great from the outside. It's like, yeah, I mean, not right now, but like I could put makeup on and, you know, whatever, do my hair and look great from the outside, but people don't realize what you feel like from the inside when there's like this sensory shit going on and your nerves are like out of control. And I don't mean nerves like anxiety nerves. I don't feel anxious at all. It's not that. It's nerves, like literal nerves inside your body that are learning how to reconnect and put the pieces back together. And in the meantime, it's like Humpty Dumpty is not very comfortable with all the freaking crazy glue to put on all the pieces. That's what I feel like is Humpty Dumpty. You know, they put all the pieces together and they adhere, and Humpty Dumpty just has to sit there while waiting for the glue to dry to get all the pieces put together again, and Humpty Dumpty has no patience to wait for the glue to dry, which is me. And I feel like so swollen, like the shape of Humpty Dumpty. So, strategies. All right, good things, bad things I did today. I guess none of it's bad. So, one thing is I've been peeling off my Color Street nail polish because I do that, which is why when I have money and whatever, I get the powder nails because you can't peel those off. But when I get annoyed or whatever, it's just easy to peel nail polish off. So yesterday I ordered new Color Street. The color is Living the Gleam. I'm not living the dream right now. My life overall is living the dream. Right now is not. But it's black, but it has a little bit of like sparkly, if you can see, so it's not that angry black. But like I said, I'm getting back into my black angry phase, so I'm gonna have these nails at the end of today. And I think actually slowing down at the sensory part of all this and like what to do. The rocking thing. Again, it's just a sensory thing, and I don't rock very frequently, but when I do, I know something is like seriously up, and that's the way that my body just like overcompensates for the shit that it's going through right now and getting sensory input. Proprioceptive input. Google it. If you are especially a teacher, you should really understand proprioceptive input. It is a lifesaver for people that are, or especially kids with special needs, autistic children, especially because autistic children or people tend to have a lot of sensory needs. I know that from, like, I've had a lot of special ed experience in my life with teaching, even though my degree is not in special ed. But apparently I have awesome skills that I've worked with enough special needs kids, which is not an easy thing. Anyway, so sensory-wise, what I do know, I feel like I'm gonna vomit. I also haven't eaten breakfast, which is not a good thing. What I do know is sensory-wise, I tried Play-Doh. I want to show you something in a second, but peeling off my fingernail, my nail polish, which I know is not the best thing to do for your nails. I don't really give a shit about my nails right now. But peeling it off, the control to do that will help me. I'm not doing it right now because I have to eat first. The control of peeling off nail polish will help. I can't explain the feelings behind all of it, but that will help in one part of peeling and like picking, but picking in a relatively healthy way because I'm not hurting anything by peeling. I did, by the way, take 2 Tylenol earlier, which helps with the pain because aside from all this that just started, I am having a lot of pain on mostly my left side because of all the hubbub yesterday. So I did take 2 Tylenol, but I have to say that had Barb not stopped by, I probably would not have because I'm like, oh no, I can power through, but no, I really can't. Sometimes I just need people to remind me that, like, yes, I'm strong and resilient and all the other crap. But I also sometimes act like a 5-year-old where like I need to be told just to take this stupid Tylenol. So I did. But the peeling will help with the angry part and the ridding part. The buffing of the nails when I'm done and the pushing of the cuticles will help too with the sensory part. And then it's like the after part of the relaxing of you know, making sure your nail is clean. And then obviously you have to have some coordination to put these on. They're really easy to put on, but it forces you to calm down. The therapeutic part of doing your own nails, it'll force me to calm down because I want these to look really good. I wonder if I should put them on my toes too while I'm at it. To like line them up on my fingers and to just, you know, I want them to look pretty when it's all said and done. So that will help. I've tried therapeutically to help with my right arm strength by cutting. So I got this Carcinoma-My set from a friend of mine who didn't need it anymore. I'm not sure how that's different from, well, it's different from origami because you're cutting, not just folding. Well, you're cutting and folding, but I made a jack-o'-lantern. Look how kindergarten I am. But honestly, the folding in half and the cutting helps me regain my strength on my right side with pressure and function at the same time, which eventually will help me to get back to work. Jack-o'-lanterns, who knew? Sorry, my body's just like, my fidget cube worked for about 40 seconds of the hard part here. They sell these at all sorts of stores, but I have one, and like these are like ridged. I don't know if you can tell. They're ridged, so it's almost like not to be worried about me, I'll be fine. But like the feeling pain right now will help me to like focus on that versus focusing on the ants that are crawling around my entire body. Nothing else, like there's a button. I can press the button as much as I want. I guess it somewhat is nice, but the sound is annoying. All the smooth stuff, smooth is not helping me. The first thing I did was grab, all right, here's my rebellious thing I'm gonna do. I also, by the way, I use Inkbox tattoos because I also wanted to get a tattoo, and I've been using Inkbox tattoos to help me decide what tattoo to get. I ordered $50 worth of Inkbox tattoos earlier. And by the way, the person that makes Play-Doh, or the company, needs to, like, when you're trying to get the Play-Doh originally out of the container and it gets stuck, that does not help. I do love the smell of Play-Doh, but that's not helping calm me down right now. What is helping me, again, control. So I have my yellow, and this is like a little kid's dream, rebellious dream right now. Oh, I feel like I'm shaking, but if I put my hand out, like, I'm not really shaking. But I am in sensory freaking overload right now. If I could kickbox, ooh, I wonder if I can kickbox. I used to kickbox a long time ago. That's a great exercise to do to let out anger. So here's my rebelliousness. Ready? Yellow and blue. This is not about being creative. I've been doing this. I used to just do one, but like two has been helping a lot. Like, argh! But the blue is coming off of my fingers. I don't really care. But what would make me rebelliously happy is to do this. If you're anal retentive, you might not like this, but I don't really care. Put it together, and now you have the mixed together, which is like a nightmare for people that are anal retentive. As much as you think I'm anal retentive, for people that know me, you know, I just did this. So you can't be that crazy. Actually, this is really helpful because it's a bigger ball. Interesting. So I'm trying to give you one viewing this to see what it's like, especially for the young doctor yesterday who was intrigued by my vlogs. If he's watching, I looked at his name. He has some Italian name. I looked at his name on the gateway. What's interesting with this, because I'm all over, but because he said, like, you know, for doctors to get a patient's perspective of what it's like when you have something as simple as an ultrasound, but the kind of after effects it has. I mean, yes, it looks cool, but I don't really care about the art behind it. But the fact that the ball is bigger makes me feel better, actually, which is a way more, or a way less destructive way to deal with sensory stuff than some of the other things that I have been doing. Like when I had the individual ones, I'm like, it's not enough. I want rough. And I have a rock somewhere. I don't know where it went to. And the rock rubbing is helpful, but I don't want to damage my skin either. A weird thing, like I don't have super long nails, and for me to scratch myself is like whatever. But even though it sounds really weird, to have someone else scratch your hand, it does not help to scratch here. I don't know why, it doesn't feel good, but to scratch here from somebody else actually felt good. I think it's the unpredictability because you don't know what it feels like for someone else to scratch you. Not to the point you're drawing blood, but when I saw that my skin was getting irritated, I'm like, all right, I gotta stop that because I'm not doing that. So what I did, brushing. Brushing is a very common thing that they have, especially autistic children, whatever adults do, is taking this particular kind of brush and just going along your arms. I have never seen that actually work well in practice with other people, but I get that it works for a lot of people. For me, that kind of brush is too soft. I need it hard. Again, it's almost like the pain, but you don't want to, you don't want to have pain to the point of actually like hurting yourself. Pain. It's just enough to make the other sensory stuff go away and make me stop rocking like this, which I just can't help doing right now. But I do have this brush, which has like bristly brushes. You know, they're hard. It's not like the kind that have the bubbles on the end. This helped a ton. The problem is it was leaving marks on my hand because it's so bristly. You hear it. This was helping a ton. Just squeezing it because it's hard, and normally it probably would hurt more, but it is helping just, mask the feelings underneath. I kind of wish I had an exercise ball made of this. Maybe having a porcupine as a pet for a therapy porcupine. That's what it is. Have a therapy porcupine when you're going through a breast cancer journey and you need sensory input. but just at, you know, at the ready, not having a porcupine around your house. So this is definitely helping. But for right now, I'm pleasantly surprised that the largeness of this ball is helping. So I'm going to actually kick it up another notch and grab a third color. Thank you to my boss, because I said something to her a while back about, she's like, what could I do to help? And at the time I was going through sensory stuff too. And I said, I really want Play-Doh. And she brought me like a whole ton of these because they were using this at the station for a claymation, or they were going to for a claymation class, but the class was canceled because of COVID. So I guess I can thank the pandemic for this, that she's like, well, we have Play-Doh here, and she brought a whole bunch of them. I'm like, holy cow, I don't need that much Play-Doh. But apparently, fast forward a couple of weeks, yes, I do need a bunch of them. See, this is what I mean. When it's brand new, you can't take it out in one chunk, and I just want to get it out in one chunk, and I can't, and it's getting stuck in my nails. But again, don't really care. So I'm just taking it out of the freaking, I have to take it like thumbs worth. Is there a faster way to get Play-Doh out? Please comment below, because I don't know. And right now it's annoying me not to be able to get this stupid Play-Doh out. It's got to be frustrating for kids too. Like, I just want to like pull and get the whole stupid thing out. And it's not coming out. Ugh. I'm usually pretty even keel, but not today. So I'm just getting all this crap out. I should have rewound a little bit. One thing I thought of too, which I am going to do after I eat and after I brush my teeth, is play my flute, because it's heavy work. Heavy work, also Google proprioceptive input. Heavy work is like basically doing things like carrying a pile of books or something, which I can't do right now, but like if you have a student who's like acting up and you know that they have sensory needs. Okay, watch this. Ready? This is my new pile. I'm gonna combine that together too and make an ultra Play-Doh ball. I don't know where to store this when I'm done, but oh my gosh, this feels so good. Oof, look how big that is. Play-Doh heaven. Yeah, this is nice. I like this. And it actually makes your hands ache after a while. And the achiness is actually good because it just Maybe I'm doing too much because now my poop hurts. The achiness helps your body get distracted from the ants. Like right now, I don't feel the ants at all because of that pain I just felt in my right side because I'm using my right arm too much. Maybe that's all I needed, was to combine 3 balls of Play-Doh together. It's just crazy, like little stuff you don't think about. Really? What is that noise? I can be super friendly and stuff, but I can also be very snide and sarcastic when something's annoying me. But wow, like I zero feel the need to rock right now because of the pain in my boob. And this might not be the healthiest way of dealing with stuff. It's just like what I know. So I'm going to stop using my right arm and know that using my left arm, this has, wow. Okay. I guess that's what I needed. 3 things of Play-Doh. And these are little mini ones. These are the ones that come like in a pack of 12 or whatever, like for Halloween or something. So if you're going through breast cancer crap around the time of Halloween, you can go or ask someone to go to the store for you, and they sell these. I know, but I would give these away for Halloween, for trick-or-treating. Ugh, I feel so weird right now. Like my legs are shaking. They sell these in packs to give away for trick-or-treaters. So if you're going through this stuff and you have sensory crap, yeah, I'm not rocking, but my leg is like crazy right now. Like I almost can't help it right now. Like my leg is like doing this and I just like can't seem to want to stop it. you just find your bag of tricks and you don't know what's going to end up working. And I need to eat. So like, I don't know what my body's looking for right now. I don't know. I'm doing my bag of tricks right now. And like I said, I've been around in my lifetime enough with parenting and teaching, and I've worked with kids like individually, even when I was in college, that have ADD or ADHD. I have extensive knowledge of, this is why this is in my LinkedIn page. I have extensive knowledge of working with kids who are special needs for a variety of things. Executive functioning stuff, not what my degree is in, but what I have learned from being in the field. So I don't know what to do else right now, but I know I have to eat. I can't use my right arm, that hurt. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is eat. I got iced coffee, not regular coffee, because the iced coffee will give me a bit of a brain freeze, which will also help with the sensory. See, my leg stops and I start rocking again. It's crazy. It will go away. I know. And how sensory stuff impacts everyone is different. So like, this is just my bag of tricks with what's working for me. Like, I have a thing of lavender right now in there. Inhaling lavender is not going to help. I need like something to touch, and I don't really know what that is right now. So what I would say, again, I want these to be interactive, and most people that reach out privately, which is fine. But like on YouTube, you know, I have that comments below, and please don't comment and put in some inappropriate like website for crap. I blocked links from comments because that's when you get all this like, excuse me, all this like spam crap. I can't think of the right word because I'm not wording right now. That's a pretty color when all's said and done. It's like Oz, like the Wizard of Oz. But I want people to comment because I want, you know, I want people, to give me help of like, you know, here's what else you can use for sensory stuff. I have a starfish in there, like not a real one, but I'm sure the roughness would help, but I'm sure I would also break it to smithereens. That's not going to help. But if you have other strategies of things that you know are good for sensory input, please let me know. And again, helpful for me and anyone else who's watching this. Even for breakfast, I need to eat something crunchy, because crunchy is what I need right now. And then when I'm done, I will brush my teeth, which will be annoying because that's not the sensory stuff I need. But if you're playing a musical instrument that requires you blowing into it, you have to brush your teeth first. Otherwise, you'll get food in your instrument, which is a bad day. And I know that playing the flute is going to help. It's going to help because of the heavy work of holding it, even though it's just a flute. It's going to help because it's controlled breathing, even though my breathing is fine. And it will help because of the controlled movements of my fingers in playing music. And anyone who's musical out there that wants to send me sheet music of stuff to play, I'm an 80s girl, so I'm all about playing 80s music. There's only so many times I can play from my 180s book. I have 2 books there I got from the music teacher at my son's school, which is super. I've only opened them twice. But yeah, strategies. Please add strategies into comments. And again, if you know someone going through all this shit, please send it along. Whew, I'm gonna break this up into pieces right now. Like even the twisting, like this is not helping. It's like, it's twisting. Like I wanna take a friggin' jackhammer, but using a jackhammer right now would not be the most appropriate and healthy thing for me to do. And yes, well, I just ordered $50 worth of Inkbox tattoos. I don't even know what the rest of my sentence was going to be. Not a good Saturday morning. But I don't have anything on my to-do list today, which will be good. I should watch like a comedy or something. I should watch a comedy, not a drama. No more drama. Wash my hands to get the blue off. And eat something. Maybe I should light a candle just to have the smell of sensory stuff. You know, it's crazy. Even though I have such a large bag of tricks of all the sensory parts, you know, taste, smell, touch, sometimes it's just not enough. And actually having the ponytail, which was a nicer ponytail on top of my head, because I can reach that, actually helps too, because the pulling of my hair into a ponytail actually is good, consistent input onto my head, which just spread out. So something as simple as a ponytail, if you make it tight, it pulls. I have enough hair on my head that it's not like painfully pulley, but it does help to calm down the sensory stuff. So I'm gonna make myself something to eat, something crunchy like cereal. I don't know why I'm talking so loud. Ugh. Light a candle for the sensory part. Drink my iced coffee faster because it's really cold. I'm not gonna bite on ice cubes. Oh, my battery is dying on my phone because I forgot to charge it last night. One weird thing, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before, but I have a chipped tooth. I have a chipped tooth. My teeth have become very brittle. I don't know how that's related to cancer, but my teeth have become very brittle over the past probably year. During COVID, I chipped a tooth, had it fixed, and then it chipped again. So at this point, I can't lay back in a dental chair to deal with my tooth, so it just looks like what it does. I have to, on my to-do list was to get crest whitening strips to bleach these couple of teeth here so I can look super pretty like this side. But it's not like on my top to-dos right now. Okay, that's where I am. And before I punch something, I'm gonna go eat, and before my battery dies on my phone. So please add comments below on tips that you know of strategies with sensory input to help me and to help other people. And yeah, welcome to Goth Phase of Jen, because tattoos, black nail polish. Here we go. Just where I am right now. It's all good. All right, all good. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Just right now, not. Okay. Goodbye. Thank you for listening. Thank you for joining my my rocking vlog today. Bye.